Good morning, here are your answers from yesterday. Good morning, today we are going to be looking at the same concept using a bar model, but we are going to be looking at what happens when we take away a set from our bar. So let's have a look at this one first then. Millie has 98 flowers. She gives some flowers away. She has 28 flowers left. How many flowers does she give away? So we know that the total bar is 98 flowers. That's the most flowers she's going to have before she gives some away. We know that part of the bar represents how many she's got left, 28. So how many does she need to take away? You can see here this visual representation of that problem. So to find the answer, we had to start with 98. We need to take away the 28 that are left to give us this. So 98, take away 28 is 70. Millie gives away 70 flowers. Let's have a look at number 5 then. A farmer has 401 cows in a field. He moves 212 cows to the milking shed. How many cows are left in the field? So our bar model shows that we had 401 cows altogether. We took off 212 cows. So how many have we got left? I would like you to pause, have a go at this calculation to find the answer. Right, so hopefully you spotted that to work this out, we started with a 401 and we take away our 212. So putting into practice what we were doing last week then, and again, if you need to draw this, you can. I'm going to draw it today to show you how you might have done it. So I've got my 400s, 0 10s and 1 1, and I want to take away 212. So I need to take away 2 1s. I haven't got 2 1s at the moment. I haven't got any 10s either. So I'm going to exchange this 100 for 10 10s. Okay, oh, I think I might have drawn 11 there. No, that's 10. And then I'm going to exchange one of those 10s for 10 1s. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now I've got 11 1s. What I've done is this. I've changed that hundreds. I've left 3 hundreds behind and I changed it to 10 10s. I then took one of those 10s, leaving 9 behind, and I changed it for 10 1s. Adding it to the 1 1 I already had there, gave me 11 1s. I'm going to take away 2 now, which leaves me with 9 1s. Now my 10s, I've got to take away 1 10, which leaves me with 8 10s. And my hundreds, I need to take away 2 hundreds, which leaves me with 100. So I'm just showing you, you don't have to just use the abstract. You can draw, or you could use base 10 to build the number as well if you find that useful. So there were 189 cows left in the field. Okay, let's have a look at one more problem together then before you do your practice for today. Ruby picks 742 apples at her grandma's farm. She sells 258 apples. How many apples does Ruby have left? Okay, so I know my total amount of apples. It's 742. So I'm going to start drawing the bar for you, and I'm going to say that my total apples is 742. And then I'm going to ask you to pause and finish drawing this model for me, and then unpause to see if it matches mine before we do the calculation. Okay, hopefully you blocked off 258 apples. Those are the apples that Ruby has sold. So what we want to work out is how many apples are represented by that part of the bar. Okay, your bar might look exactly like mine, or you might have put the 258 at the other end of the bar. It doesn't matter either way, you'll get the same calculation. So then which calculation is it? Pause, write down the calculation you're going to do and find me an answer, and then unpause to compare your answer to mine. Okay, so we start with 742 and I want to take away that block of 258 to work out how many are left. So I'm going to do a drawing of this calculation as well as doing it using the abstract. So I'm going to draw 742. There's my 700s, 4 10s and 2 1s. Okay, first thing I need to do is take away the 1s. So I'm going to take away 8 1s. Haven't got 8 1s, so I'm going to exchange this 10 is going to become 10 1s. Okay, now I've got 12 1s and I can easily take away 8 of them. 5, 6, 7, 8. 12 take away 8 leaves me with 4. Now I move on to my 10s. I need to take away 5 10s because there are 5 10s in my number. Haven't got 5 to take away, so I'm going to exchange that 100 into 10 10s. Okay, and that's what it looks like, the abstract. And then I'm going to take away the 5. So that leaves me with 8 10s. And then hundreds, I need to take away 2, which leaves me with 4. So Ruby has 484 apples left. How did you get on? So what we're doing today is we're building, aren't we? We already know how to do the takeaway. We did this before half term. It's this part that we're working on. How do you draw a bar model to represent it? And how does that help you work out the calculation you need to do? So today then, you've got a few calculations to do. You've got 2 where they've drawn the bar model for you, and 2 where the bar model has not been drawn for you to do yourself. Okay, there's 4 to do today. If you finish today, there is an activity that you could do using this picture here. So there's a model that you might use. There are some items you might use. I'd like you to write your own word problems and then maybe swap with a friend or a brother or sister or maybe a parent at home and ask them to solve your problems. And then you can check their answers. I'll be back tomorrow with your answers.